I have the pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker for today's ceremony, our esteemed Lieutenant Governor, Ms. Aruna Miller.
Well, good morning, Northwest High School. So, Jaguars, I have just a little question for you. Are you fired up? Come on now, let's make some noise. Are you fired up? That's what I like to hear, because let me tell you, Maryland is fired up for you too. I am so excited to be here with all of you. I am Aruna Miller, Lieutenant Governor of Maryland, and I want to thank you for giving me the honor of being your graduation speaker. Now, before I get started, can we give it up for the great orchestra and the choir? And how about your SGA president, Madam President Johnson? So here's the thing, congratulations, class of 2024. The people that you love, that love you back, are all here rooting for you. This is your tribe, family, friends, Team Northwest High School, and all the elected officials. So I extend my warmest gratitude and greetings to every one of you that is here. To the families and friends, your love and sacrifices have paved the way for our graduates' journeys. Without you, there would be no today. So today, we celebrate you as well. So congratulations. To the amazing Northwest High School team, assistant principals, faculty, administrators, and staff, thank you for guiding, mentoring, and inspiring our graduates. Now, I need you all to make some noise. Let's give it up for your principal, Mr. Smith. He's a pretty awesome guy. I've been hanging around with him for the last couple of minutes, and I'll tell you what, he is so proud of every single one of you. So thank you for your leadership, Mr. Smith. Thank you. And so now I want to say I know Superintendent Felder is not here, but I just got to give her a shout out. She was the principal of Watkins Mill Elementary School when my 3 daughters went there. And let me tell you something remarkable about her. She remembered every single student's name in the school. Every single one of them. 300 and plus students. And let me tell you, that's how you make people feel included in the world. And so today is a full circle moment for me. As I said, I am the proud mom of 3 Jags who graduated from Northwest High School. As you can imagine, the Northwest High School community has been a significant part of my family's life, just as it has been for yours. And just like it has for my daughters, I know that Northwest has provided each of you with a strong foundation, a launching pad that will propel you towards your dreams. Here's some stories my daughters shared with me when I told them that I was going to be the graduation speaker. They recounted some of the stories they had with teachers. Here goes one. Mrs. Shapiro, you were my daughter's favorite teacher. And because of you, she's a public educator herself. So thank you for inspiring my daughter. Mr. Vilazak, apparently you grilled the younger siblings by citing the older siblings' AP scores in front of the whole class on the first day of school. I might say that's a very clever way to inject that healthy dose of sibling competition. And it worked. They are now my favorite people, taxpayers. They're all contributing to the world in a very positive way. So thank you, Mr. Velazak. Mrs. Olszewski, thank you for encouraging my daughter to perform Shakespeare and helping her overcome her fear of public speaking. Let me tell you, public speaking is the #1 fear for Americans. A class of 2024, this is a tremendous skill set that you need to sharpen, because all speaking is public speaking, whether you're speaking to one individual or thousands. So make sure you get comfortable with that skill set in your life. And to Dr. Swope, Mr. Parks, and all the remarkable educators of Northwest High School, on behalf of all the JAG parents that are here, thank you for the tremendous impact that you've had on our children's lives. Thank you. Now, the other takeaway that my daughters gave me about their experience at Northwest High School is that the diverse backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives that they encountered at the school enriched their education in ways beyond the classroom. They learned the profound values of diversity and inclusivity. Governor Moore and I know a little bit about this. Governor Moore is the first Black governor elected in Maryland's history. I am the first immigrant woman of color lieutenant governor in Maryland's history. And together, we became the first gubernatorial ticket with 2 people of color that ever got elected in the United States history. Look, I've spent my whole life trying to fit into spaces that were created by others that didn't have me in mind. I came to this country as an immigrant. I'll never forget walking into classrooms. I couldn't speak a word of English, and none of the kids looked like me. And as I got older, as a female engineer, oftentimes I was the only female in a male-dominated field. And as an Indian American legislator that was elected to a legislature that looked nothing like me, it took me a long time to realize that it was never about the need to fit into spaces that were created by others. It was always about having the courage to be my authentic self in every space. So class of 2024, when you walk into spaces that don't look like you, it's not a sign that you're not meant to be there. It's a force telling you you have to be there. These spaces need you, spaces waiting for you to lift and empower others, spaces where you have the power to make bigger and not smaller, spaces where you can right the wrongs. Know that you belong in every space, in every room that you walk into. Never, ever let people believe otherwise, all right? I want you to walk into every room and know that you belong there. Your future is a space that is waiting for you with great opportunities. And something magical is about to happen to each and every one of you. Because the 2 most important days of your life are the day that you are born and the day you discover why. Class of 2024, you're about to discover the 2nd most important day of your life, and that is when you learn the purpose of your life, your why. When you discover your why, Your actions become more purposeful. Some of you may already know your why, but my guess is most of you do not. It will take time. Be patient, be intentional, and write down your goals. Because when you know what you want, the universe begins to conspire to make it happen. And ever so slightly, your purposeful goals changes how the world responds to you. You start to notice opportunities that you might not have seen before and attract people who support and propel you forward. It's as if the universe starts to conspire in your favor. Trust the universe. It has big plans for you, bigger than you could ever imagine. Now, some of you may choose to go straight into the workforce. Some may go to trade school or join the military, and others will go to college. Wherever your paths may lead, I hope that you make service a central part of your life. Governor Moore and I are firm believers in the power of service. The governor served our country in uniform. He's a U.S. Army combat veteran of the 82nd Airborne. I have served as a public servant my entire adult life. What Governor Moore and I have learned is that when we serve, we help create a gentler, kinder, and more inclusive world. When we serve, we shift from a life of consumption to contribution. When we serve, we go from a life of me to a life of we. Governor Moore made Maryland the first state in the nation to offer service year option for high school graduates. Participants have a chance to serve the state based on their interests and get paid while doing it. And whether your interest is education, health, technology, apprenticeship, building trades, this opportunity is available to each and every one of you. So if you are interested and you want to learn more, I'm going to make a shameless plug now. Log on to serving.md.gov. Your community needs you. Maryland needs you. Class of 2024, know that you belong in every space. Trust the universe. Make service a central part of your life. Be grateful, stay humble, love more. Governor Moore and I are rooting for you. We can't wait to see what you have in store for the world. Congratulations and Godspeed.